Hello, hello. It's me, Drizzle. How's it going? I thought we could fill a sketchbook page in real time. I thought that might be cool. I've never done it before. Let's try it. Um, we're gonna take a lot of breaks because my camera likes to overheat. So we're gonna let it cool down. So maybe every 10 minutes we'll take a break. I have no idea how long this will take. Hopefully not long. I have something prepared. It's not like fresh page, but one of sorry, I'm trying to cover this one so it's not too distracting. This I'm doing this like sketchbook where I try to sketch every day or do something in my sketchbook every day. This one in the middle, which you can kind of see. Let me bring you in a little bit. Yeah, what's that? Okay, so this one's for a bunch of characters I haven't designed yet, and this one I could have done, which might have been, no, I couldn't have done this one down here, but this middle guy, there's this popular TikTok sound, and I can't remember it. It's like, yeah, 15 likes isn't a lot, but if 15 people were standing in my room watching me right now, I'd be overwhelmed. And I don't get 70 likes. This should be views. Sorry. I kind of named what they would be called. This should be views. So I don't get 70 likes on my post, but I do get 70 views on TikTok. Average. So I thought, well, what if there were 70 people in a room while I'm drawing? That would be creepy. Now, like, forget overwhelmed. That would be creepy. So anyways, that was my thought process with that guy, and then I went ahead and sketched that larger. You can't really tell. I'm over here, that's my desk. I realized I needed everybody to step back, so I put like a line here, and everybody was behind that line. You'll see. The next page, here we are. Okay, so stick this over here, because if I don't want anything to bleed through when I'm coloring. So anyways, this is what I was talking about. My guy is over here. Where are you located? Sorry. I'm over here doing my thing, and that's my door, and this is literally 70 people. There should be 70 of these. I've counted them twice. There should be 70. So that's the intro. Let's go ahead and just start coloring. Also, today is the day the leaf blowers blow, so it actually probably isn't the best day to record, but you know what? Live in the moment. So anyways, I kind of have a color. These guys are all going to be like black, but I don't want to use black, so we're going to just layer gray. And we're going to start with this. No, we're going to start with this baby guy, because I need to see if it'll lead through a lot. I used a different marker for this one, and it actually bled onto my next sheet, so. Yep, here comes the leaf blower. I kind of want to start with the darkest color. I'm gonna do a real-time drawing on leaf blower day, knowing damn well it's leaf blower day. Let's bring you in. Why are you so far away? Here it comes. Then he left. I knew it was leaf blower day. I just kind of thought they were already done with my section. There we go. They're coming back through. We're going to stop while they come through. Leaf blowing is good because it gives me moments to break. So here's the thing. I got 4 colors. I got in 65. I got it in 55. I got in 45. And the darkest sky. You guessed it. In 35. I don't like having to open and close each one to work on just like one guy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do all on this page, but we'll do that one later. We're gonna try to get all the like highlights. They're not gonna be highlights, but like, yeah, just to give them dimension. Kind of want the fronts of them to have a little bit more the gray, not all one color. Do I know what I'm doing, like, color-wise? No. I have no idea. Does it matter? No. Because art is fun. I'm gonna give this whole guy a bunch of fun. I'm gonna bring you back out so you can get a bigger view of what the heck is going on. I also, hold on. I'm sorry. I am going to pause you because I'm going to cut this paper I have is it gets in my way. I'm gonna cut it so it fits perfectly. So I will be right back. Okay, so I know people usually talk during these like real-time sketch with me or illustrate with me or sketchbook with me, but I don't really know what to talk about except that today I am getting a laptop for work, and if you do not know, I am a full stack developer, meaning I code. That is my day job. That is supposed to be my day job. I actually have not gotten any work since I started with this company, which was in June. So I am still waiting to work, which is kind of crazy. Question, do we go from light to dark, or do we just go ahead and do the dark? And let's do light to dark. Yeah, let's do light to dark. Okay, so I is it right? 55, yeah, we're good. Yeah, so I haven't done any work. I have barely studied coding and since training, and that's really bad because like I was new to training, new to coding, and I haven't kept up with it. So that's a problem. So I'm supposed to get my laptop today by noon. It is currently 10 o'clock, so I will have to, hopefully I'll be done with this by then. It looks like I'll be done with this pretty quickly. But get my laptop, that's super exciting. I'm gonna try to do like whatever I need to do. How did I miss these two? I'm gonna try to do whatever I need to do to get it set up today, because you know you always have to, maybe you don't, you always have to get IT to like install apps or whatever. I think I already did that guy. So I want to make sure I'm on that, because I don't want them to be like, how come you got your laptop and you haven't been working on the project? Which I am terrified about working on the project, because I just don't have any, I don't know what the project even is. I know they like fix bugs, and it's a Fortune 500, the client is a Fortune 500 bank, so I know it's like security is going to be important, but I don't know what I'm going to be doing, right? That's my problem. Like, what am I doing here? Let's give this guy a little bit more since he's a big boy. So excited about that, kinda. What else? I will have to go back to studying coding, working on my own personal projects, so I will probably start posting coding videos in not in October, because I'm doing Inktober, so really the only thing I will be posting is Inktober stuff. Hold on. Okay. I had an itch. Yeah, the only thing I'll be posting in October are Inktober things. So, but November I will probably have any coding videos I do film in October will be for November. That's kind of exciting because, you know, I like the art, I like the storytelling, I like showing my day-to-day life, I like complaining about having to do things and procrastinating. I like sharing that, but I also kind of think I like coding. I really only started learning coding was because, you know, job security and development, and coding is technically a language, and there's studies that if you learn another language, it helps with Alzheimer's and dementia and other memory things. It helps with that. So I thought, okay, I want to learn another language, and like coding wasn't number one. I was like, oh, I should finish learning Spanish, but I haven't finished learning Spanish. And then coding came up, and I thought, you know what, that works too. So I learned coding, learned technically one language at this point, 2 languages, I don't know, learned some stuff. So we'll get more specific during the coding videos. And I hear the leaf blower coming closer. So let's finish this top row. Oh, now he's going away. Alright, we might be okay. Alright, we're down to our last color, so we're going to try to fill out the rest of these with this black. I'm really excited that this is not taking nearly as long as I thought it would, and it's probably because I'm using markers and not paint. I'm used to using paint. I'm used to the paint taking forever to dry, and then I never know what I'm doing, so then I'd have to put layers on it. And the goal is not to get the eye area. That's good. That's exactly what I want. And maybe I should outline the eyes first. There we go. So my coding videos will be called Cozy Coding. That's probably going to be the name of the playlist. Oh, now I hear the leaf blower, which is fine because it's about time to give my camera a bit of a break. So I'm going to finish this guy. Get that big ass head. And that is it. Cool. Let's take a break. Okay. This is working really well. You know, I've been thinking throughout this whole thing is I'm probably gonna want to put something in the back. I don't know, the white is a little white, but I'm going to resist. Can't even see that good. It's alright, you get it. Okay. There's that going. What else are we talking about? Cozy Coding is coming to a YouTube channel near you in the near future. I am actually super excited. I mean, I've always been really good at like picking stuff up, so I'm not too worried about like failing. I mean, I am very worried about failing, but also like, I don't know, I welcome the challenge to not fail. So, I usually watch these like live sketch with me or paints with me or whatever, and I like them because people talk about like the people they're watching, the shows they're watching, the movies they're watching, the books they're reading. I miss reading. I haven't read a book in a while, which is not good. Problem is, like, I'm writing a book, and I don't know, on one hand I'm like, I'm a little concerned I will let whatever I read influence what I write, but then if I actually like sit with that thought. So I realized if I sit with that thought of like, am I gonna influence my writing by reading books? No, I'm not. And I should really just get rid of that excuse altogether. Because never has what I read influenced my writing. I feel like there's one series in particular that I have a character based off of that I will probably have to drastically change because of the fact that it was influenced by a series, but like also it's kind of like if you watch Twilight and you're like, oh, I want to make my own vampire character series, and your vampires sparkled in the sun as well, you know? It's kind of like that. Like, yeah, you can still have your own storyline, your own characters, but the whole sparkle in the sun thing is kind of like a dead copy. Because, you know, not all vampires in people's made-up series sparkle in the sun. So, you know, a little bit of a red flag. What else? So yeah, I'm like, it won't influence my writing, but on the other hand, I'm like, well, it already has. And you still have not gone and changed that character or even that group of vampires to not literally, like, you know, not sparkle in the sun. So, that is that. Okay. We may have to go over this guy a little. He's a little too blotchy. Like this guy, I like that. And this guy, ooh, that's good. This guy's a little too, he needs a little work. We're gonna work on that later. What else is going on? Oh, okay, so I'm watching all these YouTubers, right? I'm trying to watch YouTubers of color only till the end of the year. Only because I'm trying to get like a really good batch of them. And the way I watch YouTubers is kind of like how I watch a Netflix series from season 1. So I will go back to the first video they have, I will add it to my watch later, and I will go through all of their videos, add them to my watch later, and watch them. And that way, my watch later plays them in order. because although some people you can watch out of order, sometimes they'll be like, you remember last week when blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, I don't remember last week because the last video I watched was from 2019, and then the next video YouTube recommended was from 2021, so I have no idea what's happening in your life. I did realize I prefer to watch studio vlogs when it comes to artists, because it's like the best of both worlds. There's a little bit of art, a little bit of tutorial, sometimes they pack orders, sometimes they just like buy stationery, and like there's a little bit of a haul. And I don't really like videos where they just do art. I don't like art channels where they just do art challenges only. That it gets a little like overwhelming, overstimulating, because art challenges can't really be chill, you know? Art challenges are always like, oh my god, I'm freaking out. I'm very challenged. For example, that like, what was it? 30 minutes, 1 minute, and 30 second, 5 second, 30 second, 15 minutes, I don't know. That challenge where they have to draw and the time gets shorter every time and they have to redraw the same thing. Yeah, that one is a little stressful. And I like cozy videos. I don't really like the ones where we're stressed. I also don't like when a YouTuber or artist will lecture me. Yeah, I think it's just personally, like, maybe their target audience is younger or more, I don't want to say, not immature, but more, I don't know, like needs more reassurance, because every time I watch, like a new YouTuber, there's always like a, hey, how do you feel about stealing people's art? And then there's a whole video of them talking about how stealing art, or how do you feel about tracing, or how do you feel about copying art, and then they go on this, like, they jump on their soapbox for a 20-minute video to talk about how stealing art is not okay, and all this stuff. And I just feel like lectured to. It's not like I think they're talking to me because I steal people's art, but it's more like I came to have a good time and I'm not having a good time, and you're telling me things I already know, and like, maybe sometimes they treat it as if it's like, maybe you are unaware, but if you do this, this, and this, it's stealing. And like, sure, maybe some people are unaware, and maybe they follow you, but I don't know. So whenever they do that, or I watched this one girl who, in her earlier videos, she would do this thing where she would talk about something, not art theft, obviously, but she'll talk about something and she will pick both sides of the argument. And let's see, okay, let's go with Inktober, right? So she'll be like, oh, someone's like, do you have to draw every day for Inktober, or can you do like a few drawings a day and just end up with 31 drawings? And she's like, on one hand, the point of Inktober is to practice inking or drawing or whatever, illustrating every single day. If that's what you're trying to get out of it. But if you're trying to get something else out of it, like completing 31 illustrations, then it's okay for you to double up on. And also, there might be time limitation, you might be busy, it just really depends on yourself and what you're trying to get out of this challenge, which is great advice, obviously. But it's like is she the one who had to give you that information? Is she the one really who has to tell you that you can go about any art challenge the way you want to and it's still valid? I don't know. I think that's really what gets me, because it's just lectury, and I like hearing people's opinions, sure, but sometimes the way people's opinions sound kind of like if you Googled the question, that's how the answers sound. They sound Googled, and it's like, oh, it's not like, hey, me personally, I'm going to be doing it this way because I'm going to be doing this many Inktober drawings in a row because I'm going to be out of town, or because I'm starting a new job, you know, and I want to have a backlog. Like, that's more interesting for me than to like pick both sides of an argument, because then it's like cute. Oh, and then yes, we end up getting to the personal choice, like what they would choose, but that's always like much later. So it's like, really, dude, I had to watch all of this just for you to be like, and by the way, I'm doing it my way. And we're like, of course you're doing it your way, bro. It's kind of your show, it's kind of your channel. You can do it whatever way you want to do it. Okay. I feel like we're done with this page. I'm thinking about coloring that in, but also I kind of like this black and white thing you're doing. So maybe I'll find like a light gray and just give it a wash, or maybe not. Anyways, these guys are done. We gotta move to this side. I'm gonna pause you, cool you off, and get a drink of water, so I'll be back. I really hope all these breaks aren't like super obnoxious. I don't know. On one hand, I'm like, yo, I do not want my camera to overheat. It takes a lot longer to get it back on when it overheats than to just let it have a break. Anyways, so we're going back in with the 65 to do this half of the page. Just give this guy like a little shine on his little head. La, 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 la. This one, I want it to be like, okay. Do I have anything else to talk about? Don't think so. I think this is the first like dark illustration I've done, except for obviously the first page of the sketchbook, which was the Everything Hurts page, but that really wasn't dark for me. That was like more like me illustrating how my father was feeling. Speaking of, my dad has not answered his phone. His phone's been off for like a little more than 24 hours. So that's concerning, considering he's dying of cancer. So I've been trying to get a hold of him, but there's been nothing. So hopefully he can get his phone back, and hopefully everything's not too horrible. This is like one of my favorite guys, this guy right here. I don't even think he's the first person I put in my my little thumbnail, but he definitely, I definitely wanted to transfer him over, these guys over, this, I don't think this guy was in my thumbnail, but this guy was, this guy down here. Anywho, I think we got everybody. Yeah. Where's the lid? Next, the 55. Let's see what we're talking about. My dad. Yeah, so hopefully we can get a hold of him sooner rather than later. See how he's holding up. I don't really have anything else to talk about. We talked about TikTok, which is where this illustration idea came from. These two birds are like way too similar. Whatever, I'm gonna use it. Let's see. I actually have 4 TikToks. I have my regular TikTok, which is kind of like therapy for me. I don't actually do a lot. It's just kind of fun. It's not really the vlog life, but it's more like Instagram stories, but not like current Instagram stories that are full of TikToks, like before Instagram stories where people were just like, this is what I ate for breakfast, like 2018 Instagram stories. But that's that one. And that TikTok has currently around 69,000 followers. It took me about a year to get that. I miss this guy. Damn. I'm always like, did I miss anybody? And the answer is like, yeah, you did. 69,000 for my first Instagram, which is just called Drizzle on Rice. It used to be the name of this channel, but I changed it. It's just Drizzle now. I didn't have my channel named Drizzle because I was afraid nobody would be able to find me. Why did I need this? Who did I forget? This guy. I was afraid nobody would be able to find me if I kept my name as just Drizzle. But recently I was like, you know what? Because there's a lot of Drizzles if you look up YouTube by account. Why am I starting in the middle? So anyways, changed it back to Drizzle. I don't know, I might change it back to Drizzle on Rice. I'm really conflicted about this because my website is drizzleonrice.com and my big account is Drizzle on Rice. And then my art, we're back to TikTok, sorry. My art TikTok is Drizzle the Creative. And then I have another TikTok which I don't use yet. That's where all my coding TikToks will be. It'll be Drizzle the Mood. I want this whole arm to be this shaded gray, not the darker one. So it kind of stands out. Drizzle the Mood is my third TikTok. The fourth one is a podcast type deal that my name is not attached to, just for like testing purposes to see if like, oh, if I never show my face on this, how will it do? I actually just realized I am supposed to research for the podcast tonight because my brother said he would podcast with me. So I need to research and text him to see when we would be able to record. This guy, did that guy. We're almost done, guys. Somebody is running wire. My package. They got my new laptop. Did we finish this color or are we starting this color? I think we just finished it. This is why Fridays are not a good day to record. This is my test. I think I'm coming to that conclusion. I feel like we're on the last color, so let's go. This time we'll start from the top, okay? I hope I don't rush this because I do need to call IT to get my computer working. So I'm going to do that once I am done with this page. I actually decided I'm not going to put any background color. I also don't think I'm going to color my little character because I don't know, it kind of leans in with the creep factor, so let's go. I'm so excited for this computer. I'm also excited because I really want to see what the hell we're working on and if I can understand it at all. I also need to email all of the people who have been asking if I've gotten my laptop because they need to know. Okay, the last thing we were talking about was YouTubers. No, we were talking about my TikToks. Anyways. Yeah, the reason I have so many TikTok accounts is because I prefer different For You pages. So on my main TikTok, it's all like drama and outrage and just people fighting with each other, and I love it. I would change nothing about it. But sometimes you want to break from that, which is when I go to the cozy. Zoom you in a little. When I go to my cozy TikTok, which is the Drizzle the Mood, which is why I don't really post on there, only because I want it to be kind of like my aesthetic account, but I haven't done any work to make it an aesthetic account, you know? So the Mood one, it's all cozy. One of my favorite hashtags is Home Cafe, where they just make those like really pretty drinks and lattes and boba and just matcha. It's one of my faves. So why are you shaking? Calm down. Don't be nervous. Anyways, so the Home Cafe. So anyways, if I just need a break from the drama, I'll go to the Mood one But I decided to start posting my art and working on a novel, and the novel works with the cozy. There's also book talk, but it doesn't work with my main account because I don't know. I should promote like everything on that account because it's got the most people. It just doesn't vibrate with me, so I have my art account for art and storytelling and just kind of like working through my thought process. And I have an Instagram account, Drizzle on Rice, which is pretty much a mixture of my aesthetic, Drizzle the Mood, and the regular Drizzle and Rice. It's mostly just, I guess it's more Drizzle than Mood because there's not really a, well, it's a bit loggy. The stories could be. I don't use it as much as I should, but yeah, I should. But then I have an art Instagram. So I only have 2 Instagrams. One for art, one for my mood and my vlogs. And I have 1 YouTube channel. So like it's like 3 TikToks, 2 Instagrams, 1 YouTube. And my YouTube is also a combination of all 3 of those things. I think that's because the reason I have 2 Instagrams is because I hate that. I follow only artists and art accounts on my art thing. So every time I have multiple accounts, it's not necessarily because I do different things, it's because I want to see different things. And I think that's the main problem. It's like, it's not what I create, it's what I receive. That's why I have 3 TikToks, because I want to receive something different on each TikTok. So, God, I love that guy. Let's do this boy over here. And on YouTube, the only thing I want to receive on YouTube is like a mixture of the cozy and the art. And I like watching girls code, but I like coders that are also artists, because it's like, I don't know, it's my sweet spot. So we'll see about that. Somebody did say, you know, if your audience wants to see a specific thing but you want to do multiple things, just switch it up and get multiple channels. And that does work for TikTok and Instagram, but I don't know, I don't ever see myself splitting up my YouTube content into different YouTube channels, because I don't know, YouTube's a lot more work than Instagram or TikTok, and it's a lot more a whole. The other places are pieces of me. And this is the only one that's like the whole of me. So, anyways, we're going to remember to darken this guy, this guy, this guy. Maybe him, I might leave him. I'm so sleepy. I got 7 hours of sleep. It's not bad. I stayed up working on an illustration that I still haven't finished because I decided to film this video. But I'll finish it. And I need to start another one for tomorrow. Or for the next day. I'm happy it's the weekend because I need to watch a video for this position that they said I am going to have and being trained for, because I know a little bit less than nothing. There's a car. I don't know anything for this position, and I don't want them to be like, you know what, never mind, give us back the laptop, and we're sending you back to your original company because you are of no use for us here. Which I am fully prepared for that to happen, because it would not be incorrect. But I don't want it to happen, and I will probably cry if they decide to, like, someone in my group was like, the imposter syndrome is like real intense because we all got hired in June, but we haven't done any actual work. I think only like one of us is actually working on a project, and she is training, but she's also doing like hands-on work, and there's a lot of work to do. And they also threw her into being a leader of a team, and I was like, wait a minute, what is happening? So someone said they are feeling imposter syndrome because it just feels like they have to go back and do training, online training, and they were like, I feel like I don't know anything, it's imposter syndrome, and they're putting me back in training because it took me so long to onboard. And a lot of people were comforting him and saying that, you know, we personally aren't doing any work either. We wanted that. Sorry, hold on. I want to just separate this from the rest of it. Imposter syndrome, and that like we aren't good enough to work this job, we aren't prepared, and I feel like a lot of us feel that way for sure. And I definitely feel that way, because at least that guy who's feeling the imposter syndrome, he kind of had taught some like C sharp, C plus, I don't really remember. I feel like he was at least further than I am. And if he feels this way, it's rough, bro. So, we'll see. We'll see how these next few weeks work. We'll see how next week feels, because I am nervous, but I'm also excited. Why didn't I do the freaking ads? Okay, next we're just going to darken a few of those guys. This guy too. The bigger ones I notice I have having a harder time blending. It's not really like blending, it's just the color I want it to be isn't happening. Just send you out a little bit. Okay, that's better. Get a little bit more. A little bit more. Come on, just cut that up a little bit. Alright, we're done, bro. Thank you so much. These guys a little bit, so you can see a little bit more. These two don't matter. Okay, so I am going to leave that the way it is. But anyways, this is done. I need to stamp it. Are you hot? You're a little hot. Let's hurry this up. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been really nice talking to you guys. This is my first, what's it called? My first, blah, blah, blah. Fill sketchbook with me. Will it be the last? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. But, I do know I enjoyed all of your guys' virtual company, and I hope I didn't blabber too much. Awesome. Alright. And I hope I see you next time. And this is the finished piece for, what did I call this? 70 views. This one. There should be 70 of these guys. I'll let you guys count. I'm not going to. This is pretty much the image I saw in my head. The background obviously was supposed to be like grayed out, but I didn't want to have to worry about like avoiding the eyes because I wanted the eyes to be like white and spooky. So anyways, thank you for watching. I'm going to, I was going to show you my laptop. Hold on. Let's just close this little boy. Oh, maybe I should let it. Yeah, I feel like the ink's dry, but like, yeah, you never know. Don't want to show you that side. Oh, nice. Okay, let me get the computer. I'm so excited. They gave me a MacBook. I don't know if it's Pro or an Air. I'll figure that out. That was the box in the living room, but I got this. I'm so excited. Okay, I am gonna call IT. Thank you so much for being here. maybe you'll see a cozy coding video sooner than later. I don't know. We'll see how the rest of the month looks. But anyways, it's been very nice talking to you. I love it. I love you. Hasta pasta. Bye.